They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Intended that time for Cooper. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Taco Charlton, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Flushed under pressure again, and down he goes again. Raekwon McMillan, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Looking deep in the direction of Coop. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At this 13-yard line.
Check, 59.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
Coming to you. He's coming. Kill. 47. 26.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick to throw it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Fitzpatrick. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run with Balaj. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.